not gonna tell you how to write a book. No, I don't want to feel anything. Kind of quirky that it's broken like that. I just want a cute little romance, like, because I'm indecisive. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia, and welcome to the start of a new reading vlog. I'm reading in a video for content, for views. I haven't done a reading vlog in a month, I don't know, but I have been reading. I've gotten back into my reading. I recently took off my case for my iPad because it is so much easier to read. Like, I have a bulky case because it has like a keyboard. Just like holding this and reading it is beautiful. It's magnificent. With that being said, I have been reading on my iPad. So I'm reading an arc I have because I like go through phases with my arcs. I forget about them often. I'm currently reading Friends Don't Fall in Love. This is the new Aaron Han. I had flour like getting delivered to my home, and they like buzzed my door while I was in class. And I was like, well, I can't get up because I'm literally in class. They just didn't deliver it. They're like, we'll try again tomorrow. Like, you're Amazon. Like, what are you talking about? It's coming out in October. I should have guessed that. That is coming out in October, so I'm going to work on reading that. I also have an audiobook going right now. I finished a book yesterday and I was like, I haven't even rated it on Goodreads, but I just don't want to because I don't want to be like that bitch who like didn't get the hype, you know? That's besides the point. I'm currently reading a book called Love is a Revolution. Speaking of books that I got off NetGalley years ago. Yeah, this is an old title I got off NetGalley, but I'm finally reading it. By Renee Watson, and I've actually read some of her other work, which is kind of exciting. Reading Love is a Revolution. I like just started this, my audiobook right now, so I can write some more reviews. And I'm liking it so far. I really like the main character and I am enjoying it. I have not read a lot of it, so I'm like, it's good. I like it so far. I also went to the library yesterday, so let me show you my library haul. Library haul! So, okay. I went all around the library. I scoured because I just like perusing when I'm at the library. I couldn't find anything I wanted, and I just want to read like YA contemporaries right now, or like contemporary romances. That's like all I want to read. I ended up in the YA section, and I always feel so weird in the teen section of the library because I just feel like so judged and like no one wants me there. I don't know if I can pass for a teenager anymore, so I'm like, I just want a cute little romance, like, please. I feel so weird in there. I made it out alive with 2 books. So first, my receipt is in here. Hold on. First we have First and Then. First, yes. First and Then by Emma Mills, because I think I said in a video a little while ago, I am trying to read more Emma Mills books, and I think I have like 2 more of hers to read. This one and Famous in a Small Town is the one I saw. This is the one I've actually like remember hearing about as like the Emma Mills book. Might be her debut. I don't know what this is about, but I remember seeing it on BookTube a lot, and I just know it's gonna be a good Emma Mills, and there's a noise going on outside. And then I picked up another one. this is Rachel and Solomon's newest YA, which by newest I mean it came out last year. But this one I know has like a time loop. It's called See You Yesterday. I really like the cover. I really like both these covers, to be honest. They're very cute. But I love Rachel and Solomon. I really do like her YA. I like her adult. I like it all. So this was when I was like, bet, like I'm freaking read it. It's a lot bigger than this one. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm just like so excited to have library books again and like actual books. Actual books, even though I have a lot of books back there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a lot of fantasy, which I don't feel like reading right now. I was gonna bake something, but my flour didn't come in the mail. I am going to read more of Friends Don't Fall in Love for a little bit and then have some dinner and chill out. And yeah, so that's my little book update and library haul. Friends. All right, so as you saw, I made the cinnamon rolls, and I don't know what it is. I don't think it was the recipe, but they didn't rise at all. I think it's the gluten-free flour, and so they're kind of like these little crusty shells, and like all the cinnamon sugar like oozed out of it, so there's like nothing on the inside. A bit of a fail. They're not even the best to look at, so we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. But I have read more of my book. I am about halfway through now and I'm liking it. I think I'm gonna stop reading it for tonight just because of what I'm about to tell you. I'm not sure if I'm really loving it, and it's so, I don't want to like say that because I just came off of like reading a really lame book, but I love Aaron Han. I'm like, this is an Aaron Han stan channel. I have given every one of her books 4 or 5 stars. This one though, this is following Lorelai, who is a friend, kind of best friend of the main character in Built to Last. Now, Lorelai was a country singer, but then she was also like a 3rd grade teacher for a little bit. And so she experienced being a teacher in this climate, which, like, shout out to all the teachers praying for you, you know, and she wrote this song about school shootings. And it kind of made her blacklisted. She also has this like ex who's crazy, like legitimately crazy. He's like the main antagonist of the story. And she had this one night stand with her best friend. And now she's trying to get her career started again, and she's living with him kind of. And obviously things are happening there. Mostly what's not working for me about this so far is how similar it feels to Built to Last. It does feel like almost the exact same setup with like these two people that like had something in the past. Is that just a second chance? Might just be a second chance. No, that they had like something intimate happen, and then they were like, and they were friends, but they like never fucked up their relationship, but then they just kind of like were like, let's not talk about what that happened, and like it was just this unspoken thing, because that's like the exact same thing that happened in Built to Last. And I also think well, it's nice that we're tackling this really poignant issue of like talking about what it's like to be a teacher these days, and with gun control being what it is and people exerting their Second Amendment right and whatever. I just don't know if this is the place to talk about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if like your country singer romance with her producer best friend is where you should talk about that. I feel bad saying that because I know Erin Hahn is a teacher of like elementary school, and she's very vocal about the various things that she's experiencing as a teacher. And I love that, and I love that she's able to write about it, but I also just don't think it fits like with the story. Like, I feel like there could have just been another story in another universe, maybe not in the Erin Hahn multiverse that I love and adore, because Clay Coolidge is on this book and I love it. I just don't know. Like, it's really weird. Like, it's not matching up. The tone, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So it feels very similar to the last book, and it's like tonally kind of weird. So I'm not sure. I like the relationship well enough, but that's just kind of where I'm at with it right now. Darn, which makes me really sad because I love Friends to Lovers. I love stories about music, but yeah. So I'm gonna go to my audiobook now, which is Love is a Revolution. I didn't give you a good synopsis of this. I'll give you a synopsis. I'm sorry. I just was like, it's a book. It's a book I should have read years ago. Let's see when this came out, actually. 2021? That means I got an arc of it in like 2020. Anyway, Love is a Revolution is about a girl finding herself and falling in love with who she really is, which like snaps for that. Nala Robertson reluctantly agrees to attend an open mic night for her cousin, sister, friend. I love that. Cousin, sister, friend is like one of my favorite phrases. Cousin, sister, friend Imani's birthday. She finds herself falling in instant love with Ty Brown, the MC. He's perfect, except Ty is an activist and is spending the summer putting on events for the community when Nala would rather watch movies and try out the new seasonal flavors at the local creamery. In order to impress Ty, Nala tells a few tiny lies to have enough in common with him. As they spend more time together, sharing more of themselves, some of those lies get harder to keep up. So basically, we have a love story set amidst that's a hard word. Amidst a whole lot of activism, which I'm so excited. I'm really liking this book, where the direction it's going right now. I think it is going to do something with the teen romance, YA romance genre that isn't seen a lot. Like, I feel like there are those books that are for like a YA audience that are like specifically like activist books or like activist driven narratives. And then there's, you know, romances. And I feel like this is a really interesting combination of the two. And I have just the utmost faith in Renee Watson, so I'm excited about it. Why did it take me 2 years, 3 years to read this? I do not know. But I'm gonna go listen to my audiobook and hang out. Y'all, it has been a day and I feel like I have such a big update for you, and I haven't, like, it hasn't been that long. Like, I filmed the time lapse before class today, had class, sat for class for 4 hours on Zoom, hung out, read some more, ate dinner, finished a book, and then went straight on to sprints with Katie for 5 hours. I know, it's very late. This is the latest I've stayed up in a minute. I think since my partying days. I finished 2 books today. One I started and finished, and one I just finished. So I finished Friends Don't Fall in Love. Unfortunately, this book just didn't work for me. It was lame. It wasn't great. I didn't love it. I gave it 3 stars. Sent my review off to NetGalley. Unfortunately, it just was not a classic Aaron Hahn for me. But then I read A Treacherous Curse by Diana Raybourn. And I read this all on sprints. So if you want to watch those sprints, they're on Katie's channel. It was great. It was great. It was everything I wanted. This is the 3rd book in the Veronica Speedwell series. It is the like Egyptian tomb one, and I love it. Like, as a kid who grew up on House of Anubis, like, you best believe I loved this book. It was so good, and I just really liked every part of it. I love the new characters. I love the old characters. I like the mystery. I love Veronica and Stoker, obviously. I just loved everything about it. So I think I might give it 4 stars. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. But for now, I'm going to listen to some more of Love is a Revolution so I can unwind a little bit and head to bed because it has been a long day and lots of screen time, so I need to get off the screens for a little bit and go to sleep. Like, why did I not say that? I'm fucking tired. Hi friends, I just got done with my 4-hour class, so living la vida loca. I'm done with class for the week though, which is exciting. I finished a book today. Is it raining? The fuck is that noise? We're just gonna go on. I finished a book last night that I started and finished. Finished Treacherous Curse. I told you, I was on sprints with Katie for a long time, and it was the best time. I finished a book today. I finished a book this morning, or earlier today, you know, at some point. I'm currently doing laundry. Well, I just got out of class. My brain is like not working yet. I finished Love is a Revolution. I gave it 4 stars. I have to write a review. I'm gonna do that. I gave it 4 stars. And I really liked it. I really thought it was cute. I think it had some great themes of like being yourself, loving yourself first. And like, I thought that was really cute. I really liked the main character. I really liked the just like teenageness of this. It wasn't very like high drama, high stakes. It wasn't like petty at all, which I think is like hard to find in a YA contemporary leaning romance. I liked it. So I gave it 4 stars. So I have First and Then here, which I think I showed you, I got from the library. And this is pretty why the fuck is it like broken? This is pretty short. Kind of quirky that it's broken like that. It's like 267 pages. So I want something short right now, but I kind of want something shorter. And so we're gonna look for a like novella or something to read. Cause I want to read something fast. And I think Katie is doing reading sprints again tonight. I will not be participating because 2 nights in a row would be like a marathon for me, and like I run and that seems like a lot. But I will be tuning in, of course, because supporting the bestie. I need to look for a short book. That's what I'm doing. In script, I have tagged all the short books that I have on my TBR because literally, like, can I fucking form a sentence? If I don't know what I'm in the mood for, or if I'm not really in the mood for anything, I will typically pick up a short book. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you. Thank you. I like that book. She's like in both ways. See, I just don't know if I can do literary fiction right now. What the fuck have I read in this vlog? I don't know, something for sure. The last literary fiction I read, I feel like burnt me out a little bit. No, I don't want to feel anything. God forbid. I do not want to feel anything. I'm gonna read this. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm gonna read. Okay, here's what we're gonna do because I'm indecisive. I downloaded some books on my iPad. I downloaded some like my most anticipated releases and stuff. And I have First and Then, as we know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a chapter. Guys, this is genius. When I tell you the other book I'm gonna read, I can't fucking wait. Why is it so long? Okay, anyway. I'm gonna read a chapter of First and Then I'm gonna read a chapter of Faking with Benefits. This is a book that I've seen like pitched as New Girl if like everyone was in love with Jess. And I want to read that. I just want to read that. So I have it downloaded and I'm gonna read a chapter. Which one should I read a chapter first? Let's first read a chapter of First and Then. Okay, so 1 chapter down. That was 14 pages. Disgusting. Any chapter that's like longer than 10 pages, I'm like, snooze. Let's tell you about it. We've got Devin and we have Foster. Now, Devin is a senior in high school. She doesn't know what the frick she's doing. Girl, I'm just like, she's just trying to find herself. She's just like, I gotta go to college. Like, do I want to go to college? Like, I didn't even do anything of note while I was in high school. Like, what is my college essay about? Yada, yada. Foster. Kind of funny his name is Foster because he's kind of foster, he found himself in a foster situation. He's her like cousin and he's a freshman and he was just like sent away to live with Devin and her family, and that's all we really know. There's apparently also going to be a character named Ezra, according to the back, who does not appear yet. Oh, and Devin's also like has a crush on her best friend named Cass. Let's see how long the chapter of Faking with Benefits is. Oh, slay. It is super short. So, I read a chapter of Faking with Benefits. It made me laugh, so I feel like I have to read it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm definitely like intrigued about this one, but Faking with Benefits is just like, seems like it will be fun, you know? It's long, which is the only thing I'm like, am I gonna get bored? Because a long romance is like, does not have my name on it, but you know what? I'm gonna stop when I get bored. You know, I'll call it quits. That is my laundry. That's my laundry. I gotta go get it. But I'm gonna read Faking with Benefits now. So I will let you know how it goes. Hello, beautiful people. I have a book update for you. I have a reading update. I also have an iPad update. Guys, look at her. I love her. I got a new case for my iPad that's just clear, and then I got this cute little pop socket. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? And so I can just like read and like not feel like I'm gonna drop this. That's that update. So I've read some things. I started and finished a book this morning because I was like, I have 30 minutes to spare. It was a short book. And and then I also DNF'd a book. What do you want to hear about first? I'm all ears, you know. Okay, so first this morning I listened to, what is it called? Something Small Things. Small Things Like These. This I picked up because I've seen it a few places. One is in conversation with Sally Rooney's books, and I was like, okay. And the other is, it's just a very short book, and it's supposed to be good for a short book. So it's super short. Like the audiobook was like 2 hours long. So I had this morning. It's really interesting. It's like a very quiet little story. It's set at Christmas time, which reading Christmas books, doing Christmas things in June. It's inevitable at this point. I want to watch a Christmas movie. It's one review that was like, it's in the vein of It's a Wonderful Life. So I feel like it's that kind of Christmas, if you know what I mean. And it's about this guy living in Ireland, and he meets someone that kind of poses a choice for him, and he makes a choice. There's so little to it, but I really liked it. Like, I really liked the writing. I really liked characters, like, even though there weren't that many, like, I really liked reading it, or listening to it rather. And yeah, I just think it was interesting, and like, not a lot, I mean, not a lot happened. It was a very small story, but I liked it a lot. I haven't rated it yet because I'm really not sure, and it went by really fast. Like, I was really into it, and I was like, oh my god, it's done. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it. I haven't been rating some books lately, and I just don't know why. But anyway, I also DNF'd a book, which is another book I'm not rating, funny enough. I don't know if I told you I was reading this, but I was reading, it goes like this. I thought I was gonna love this book. Like, I wanted to annotate this book. I put my little annotation key, did not annotate it. No siree. I read 50 pages of this physically, and I knew I was not gonna like this, which is so unfortunate. This is about like an all queer band, and like they broke up, but now they're getting back together, and it sounds really fun, but it's told in third person. And listen, I'm not saying you have to write young adult in first person. I am saying that I am used to it that way. Is my mom calling me? Oh. Hi mom. I had an arc of this book, like literally had an arc of it, you know, didn't pay for it, didn't read it, came out, and then I was like, I know I'm gonna love this book, so I'm gonna go buy it. And I went and I bought it. Hardcover, no less. I definitely got it on like Pango or something, but still paid for this book when I could have just known I didn't like it for free. So I'm so annoyed that I didn't like it. But what I was saying is that I'm not gonna tell you how to write a book. I'm not gonna tell you how to write a book, okay? I'm gonna tell you, going into my senior year of college as a creative writing major, you are not putting your best foot forward if you're writing a YA contemporary from third person. And this is third person, multiple POVs. There's four POVs, 2 timelines, YA contemporary. Like, what? Like, who in their right mind? Like, it is such a mess. It is so confusing. You don't get any distinct voices from the characters. You just are like, okay, they're saying their name, so that's them. But like, it's weird. And like, then there's like interspersed, like, someone singing outside my window, which is so funny. I wish they were serenading me. And then there's like, or like chat room conversations. Like, I don't know. I do not know. Doesn't know. So I DNF'd it because it's not good. It's not, I'm not connecting with it. I'm not having a blast. And it's a debut. Like, it's a debut. But this cover, why would you give this cover to this book? Like, so rude. So yesterday, I didn't read a lot during Katie's live because it wasn't sprints, but it was fun as heck. The fact that they're public, shocking. But I did read a little bit more of this last night. I'm on chapter 3, so I read another chapter because I actually really like this. Like, it's Emma Mills, so I just have trust in her and the stories that she wants to tell and the way she tells them. This book came out in 2015, which is like, I don't like how long ago 2015 was. But that's besides the point. I think I'm gonna read a little bit more of this. When, Pia? When? Because you're about to start another book. I don't know. This is my last day for the reading vlog, but I'm definitely gonna continue on with this one. The reverse harem thing that I started, I'm gonna continue. I think I'll continue with it. If I don't, like, no skin off my back, but I was having fun with it and it was silly and a good time, so I might continue with it. But I have to make dinner. I actually have to start making dinner soon. But I also want to do laundry, but someone was using laundry. Fucking rude. But I want to read another short book just to like do the thing. I downloaded one. Shocking. We Have Always Lived in the Castle because I really want a horror right now. If you can recommend me like more short horror, I've read Tenders of the Flesh, Comfort Me with Apples, You've Lost a Lot of Blood. I'm trying to think of every single one, but You've Always Lived in the Castle is a Shirley Jackson book and it is short and I want to read it because I think it's gonna be spooky and fun. And I'm also getting so excited for Summerween, so I was just making my TBR this morning. But I want to read some spooky books and I just love a horror every once in a while. So we've got all across the board books. It's so me. It's all over the map. So I'm gonna read We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I'm gonna start it and I will let you know my thoughts on it once I have some. Friends, so I'm here to wrap up the vlog. I'm reading about 25% of We Have Always Lived in the Castle. It's definitely creepy and I'm intrigued, but I'm not far enough into it that I can like have really an opinion on it. But yeah, so any of the books that I didn't finish in this vlog, I will continue reading at some point, maybe update you in a next vlog, or at the very least, I will update you finally in my wrap up at the end of the month, so make sure you stay tuned for that. That about wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to all the things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!